Hey folks, my name is Tatiana. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, The Ethereal Entertainer. Today I will be doing some astrological tarot readings for the month of December of 2022. Let's see how we're going to finish out the year. Let's see what we've got in store for this holiday season. So I'm going to be featuring this Modern Witch Tarot deck. Absolutely infatuated with this deck. It's available on Amazon if you feel drawn to this one. I will also be pulling a bonus oracle card for each astrological sign. This is the Rose Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. Super fond of this deck as well. I hope that you get as much enjoyment out of it as I do. I love the depictions in this deck. It is fantastic and so beautiful because I love roses. One of my favorite flowers, hands down. So I also have some beautiful bracelets made by yours truly from my Etsy shop, The Ethereal Construct. We have beautiful yellow and opalite colored glass beads with the evil eyes. These are available now, so feel free to check that out if you're wanting to get some gifts for yourself or some folks that you love for this holiday season. But yeah, let's get started. Hey Scorpio, so we're going to get into your sun placement card. We have the Eight of Pentacles. For your moon placement, we have the Ten of Swords card in reverse position. And then for your rising placement, we have the Hierophant. And then moving on to the oracle card for you this month, we have Lineage of the Rose. Moved by the goddess, here for this, soul call, gather. Okay, so let's get into what these cards mean for you. Hey Scorpio, so we're going to get into your sun placement card. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So this card has to do with learnedness, with apprenticeship, taking on information and applying it to a new skill or to a project we have, etc. The thing is, though, is when it's in the upside down position, this can be indicative of doing that type of learning apprenticeship within ourselves. You have been embarking on a self-help, self-healing journey. You've been contemplating going to therapy. You've been, looking at self-help books and, thinking about taking on meditations, that kind of thing. This Eight of Pentacles card is indicative of that type of energy, and it's very good for you to do those things. So I definitely applaud you for that and say, go for it. You will definitely benefit and you'll see your life change from this. So this could also indicate on, a different aspect that you have been doing a lot of busy work, but it's not necessarily productive work. And what I mean by that is you may have some things that you need to get done, but you're doing other things to distract yourself from what actually needs to be done. We all do this. It is active procrastination. And if that is what you've been doing, this card is calling you out on it. So it's time for you to really think about what you're doing and what needs to be done. Am I doing what needs to be done right now, or am I doing something to avoid what I don't want to deal with? So the thing is that once it's done, right? So it's really essentially about just buckling down and doing what you need to do, even if it is unpleasant, even if it is boring, exhausting, fill in the blank. You need to do it. So, don't actively procrastinate anymore, and, set up a plan of attack to get it done. Take it down with small chunks, smaller goals. You know what I mean? Just work at it. Sit and, if you're working on a project, instead of being like, oh my gosh, I have so many things I have to do, sit and put yourself on a timer, put yourself on, time blocks. For example, I've been implementing that, and that helps me tremendously with my productivity. Just sit and do it for an hour or 30 minutes or whatever time you feel you need to do to get a sizable amount of work done, and allow yourself to do other things in your day. So your whole entire day or week or month, for that matter, isn't consumed by doing just one thing, So be honest with yourself. If you're actively procrastinating, then that's what this is about. But if you've been working on, learning about yourself, healing yourself and growing as an individual, definitely you want to continue with that journey because it'll be very productive and have yield great results for you. So moving on to the moon placement, we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. So the Ten of Swords looks like quite the gruesome card, right? She's got all these swords in her back and she's just laying there. She's got her phone in her hand like, oh, well, can't do anything about this. I'm just gonna lay here now. So when it's in the upside down position though, we're not surrendering to the circumstances. You know, we're having a hard time accepting the pain and the loss and the negative emotions that come about from whatever situation we're dealing with. We might be prolonging the inevitable and prolonging the healing process that way. You may know that something happened, someone said something or did something that you know has cost the relationship or has cost, you know, the productivity or whatever result it was that you were hoping for. And it hurts. It's unpleasant. It sucks. But you're not making the situation any better for yourself by prolonging the inevitable and not processing it, not letting it go. Because once you do, then you will come out on the other side and you'll be able to achieve happiness again. You'll be able to feel contentment again. If that's not necessarily resonating, then it could be on another perspective that you have been through this process, that you have been through this grieving, this feeling of crisis, this feeling of loss, of hurt, of pain, and you're coming out on the other side of it now. You have allowed yourself the space and the room to feel, and now it's time to heal. It's time to open yourself up to other things that are out there for you. You know, now you've allowed yourself to grieve that. Now you can move on and find yourself something different to focus on, something to help with the healing process so that you can get back to that place of contentment and happiness again. Moving on to the rising placement, we have the Hierophant card. So the Hierophant is about, learning about ways of tradition, ways of orthodox, ways of being, ways of thinking. And this has to do with institutionalized learning, learning from structure that has already been implemented. So this could look like school. This could look like taking on, a new description or a new job application. Maybe you have been working within an industry and you want to learn something different and you're like, I want to see what that part of the sector of my workforce is like. The Hierophant card is saying, go for it. It's saying that this will definitely benefit you. You'll definitely learn a lot from this. And you may even be on the teaching end. Maybe you have someone who is interested in learning something that you know. The Hierophant card is saying, be willing to teach. Be a teacher and be teachable. This is what this card is about. Being willing to learn from those before us, those who have already paved the way. Maybe you've been thinking about going back to school and this Hierophant card is popping up to tell you, yeah, that's a good idea. You will greatly benefit from that. This would be awesome for you. You should definitely go for that learning process because you're going to greatly benefit from it and you're going to be very satisfied with yourself. You're going to feel very accomplished by doing that. So, there's a specific card for this because this isn't for everyone. This is not for everyone. Not everybody is going to get the Hierophant card. Not everybody is going to be teachable enough to be put in this type of predicament. Not everybody can go to school. Not everybody can be up for the promotion. Not everybody can be willing to sit and learn things the way that they've been done by other people before them. Not everybody has that. But this card is saying that you do, and you should. Okay, so moving on to the Oracle card that we have. It's the Lineage of the Rose. I'm just going to go ahead and read the description that comes in the booklet and the Soul Inquiry. It says, Moved by the goddess, here for this, soul call, gather. These times, these changing, divisive times. Your soul chose to be here right now for this. You're part of a collective team led by the goddess, by the mother of us all, to reweave the thread of the rose back into the tapestry of humanity, to make spaces where all people feel cherished and safe, to heal and be healed from the destructive patterns of patriarchy, to be part of the return of the goddess to the earth. If you've been doubting your path, you've been called to look within and trust the whispers and weavings from caverns deep. The way of the mystic rose is walked by few, and known by heart, not mind. Try not to overthink. Rather, trust the threads that are woven deep. This card contains within it the confirmation of the inner call and a reassurance that you're not alone in it. The mother of us all thanks you for being part of these changing times for humanity. She acknowledges your devotion to doing your best to support yourself and others in the journey back home, to themselves, to each other, and to the earth. She wants you to know that she is available to guide you every step of the way. Speak, sing, and dance with her. You are led. You are led. Soul inquiry. How are you being called to commit more deeply to humanity and the earth? The thing is that with a card like this, it may sound like you have to be a people person. You may have to be doing something involving people, and you have to be social butterfly, that kind of thing. But the thing is that we all have different ways that we contribute to humanity. If you like to make art, if you like to make jewelry, if you like to see the world, the thing is that you are contributing to humanity in a positive way by being a happy person. You're contributing because we need happy people. So don't feel like this has to be like, oh, I have to go out there into the world and do something I don't want to do. No, this is about you being happy and contributing to the world in a positive way by allowing yourself happiness. Thank you so much for listening and for watching. I really appreciate you so much. I hope that the holiday season is extremely good to you and that you meet me back here in January so that we can do another one of these readings for you. Please hit that notification bell so that you can get notified, subscribe, and I hope to hear back from you. Hopefully get some comments from you. Let me know what you think. And I hope that the holiday season again is wonderful for you. Thank you so much. Bye.